Hello, welcome to Fortune from Fae Tarot and Oracle card readings. This reading is for the month of July and it is for Pisces. It's for anyone with Sun, Moon, or Rising in Pisces, or if you're drawn to this, maybe check out if you've got another placement of Pisces in your star chart. There's like loads, and it goes into all different details, so it's quite an interesting thing to look at. There is free websites. I can't remember the name of the one that I've used before, but there is free websites out there you can use to get that information. This is a general reading, so do ask that you take what's for you and leave what isn't behind, as that might be for someone else. For this reading, we will be using the tarot, this beautiful tarot deck here. It's called the. You see that? Okay. The Aslion deck. I would also be using the Starseed Oracle deck. And also, we'll be using for the themes for this month the Avebury Light Code deck. So let's see what we've got happening this month for you. I really would appreciate if you could go onto the comments, like, share, save, subscribe. All that is much appreciated. Let us know where you're listening to this from, what you're up to, what you think, any questions you've got. We do try to go and check any comments on any of them and try to reply to you if possible. So what have we got coming up for Pisces this month? That's too many. 1, 2. Okay, we're going to take these because we were thrown these, really. So you might have a few more than you normally have. So we've got Makbar and All is Revealed. Then we're going to have Crystal Beings and the Sanctuary, Ceremony and the Element of Spirit, and Timelines. And we're going to have them laid out in that order, I think, for today. And then we'll see what the tarot cards have to say. Might do yours slightly different if this is the case. Let's see what comes out with the tarot deck. Oh, okay. The cards are jumping out my hands. Right, we're not doing that just yet, cards. Come on. I know you're excited. It's been hot and I haven't been in here and used them. I haven't been in for a few days to do any readings because this room would have been like a little oven with that computer on and a light on. And it's a little bit warm today. So the cards have been sat waiting for me to finish off the month of reading ones for July. And I've not been in this room because it's been far too warm. Okay, there we go. Automatically you have some strength, temperance, and this one is not wanting to stay there. The Page of Cups. The Tower. Five of Pentacles. Devil. Two of Pentacles. We got some big cards here. We've got four major arcana cards already. Oh, hello. These cards are full of beans. We've got a few court cards. Page of Swords, Chariot. Let's move this back a bit so you can see everything. Sorry. Bill and Ted and everyone, you go move back. I need a bit more space. There we go. We just need one more card. If you could just do one card, that'd be really appreciated. You've already given me like 3 extra today. Right, we're having this one from the back. There we go. So, the first things we've got coming up together are Merkaba. Open your heart, envelop yourself with the high end, with a huge energy field. Feel what it shares profoundly, and all is revealed. So if you open up your heart space and everything is looks like everything's going to be revealed for you. It looks like it's been slowly been working. It's with it, you've got a spiral here, and that spiral is something. It's about healing. It's about but constant healing and reinvention. So you are working your way into the middle of that circle, but every time you go round that circle, you are revisiting and improving on what you've done before with your shadow work, your spirituality. You're learning a deeper level of everything. So it's very healing. So things have been being revealed to you slowly, but it looks like there's more to be revealed for you. There's more to come. So yeah, that looks really good. With this, you've got the Strength card, the Temperance card, and the Page of Cups. The Strength card is you have to be strong. If you are doing shadow work, you have to learn to be personally strong, because one of the hardest things we can do is to see ourselves as an actual imperfect human being and not judge ourselves for it and accept ourselves for who we are. It is a bit like putting your hand inside the lion's mouth. But once you've done that, you are not going to be, no one's going to be able to come back and criticize you and make you feel bad about yourself, because you will know who you are and it won't bother you. You're happy with who you are and you don't need that other person's approval of who you are and what you do. It's already there. You've got that approval from yourself, and that's what really matters. Got the Temperance card here, so everything's flowing. Allow things to flow, allow those feelings. I've got the 2 cups. Allow those feelings to flow through you, deal with them and move on. Got the Page of Cups here. Be curious with your spirituality with this. Have a bit of a play curiously. Like if you're not sure what you enjoy doing spiritually, try different things. Go and try a sound bath, go and try a Reiki session, go and I don't know, go and have a tarot reading, or go and take part in a women's circle, or just try the things you're interested in. You don't have to spend a fortune doing it. You could try different things different months and see what you're drawn to and what you want to work with. Try working with candles or crystals or whatever it is. By that play and just letting things flow and like, what do I enjoy doing, you are going to then, everything is actually revealed. You've got next themes coming up: crystal beings and sanctuary. They share deep gifts with you now. Connect with them, feel their spirit, their message, their alchemy expands your wisdom. You might know people who are star seeds, and this I'll explain star seeds in a minute. Um, the sanctuary, inner peace, inner beauty. Never forget you are enough in every situation, in every way. You are enough. It's coming back to this. It's just revealing that you don't need the outside to come in and tell you that you're good enough. And just be careful who you're spending your time and energy on, who you're spending your time with. We've got the Tower here. So there is situations that come along. You have to center yourself, because that situation might happen anyway. You can't control it. It's not your situation to control. Something's going to happen and you can't control it. So you need to allow it to happen. But the way you deal with it is how easy it is to walk away. Sometimes you need to walk away from a situation before it becomes really violent and that tower breaks apart and you fall out that top window and you end up very broken. Sometimes you need to exit out that front door as soon as you realize it's not going to be right for you. You've got 5 of Pentacles, so maybe there has been a bit of scarcity, and sometimes this isn't an actual scarcity of money or material things. Sometimes you feel there's a scarcity and it doesn't actually exist. It's not real. It's just what you've created. You've created in your brain. You have enough for what you need. And I'm not saying you're a millionaire, but if you've got a roof over your head, which you can afford to pay the mortgage or the rent for, you've got your bills paid and you've got food on the table and you've got transport sorted, but you can't afford a big holiday, that big holiday isn't actually that important. It's keeping all the basics done with. The nice holiday is a very nice added extra. And yes, you do want a nice holiday every so often. But just because you can't go on one every year or every 6 months doesn't mean that you don't have enough. Sometimes you have to make do with a little bit less and just go, that's okay, that's acceptable. I'll plan your bigger holiday for another time and save up all your pennies. Make it a fun thing. Got the devil. With those crystal beings, just be careful the people you're hanging out with are not here to make your tower worse than what it is. Make sure the people that you're aligning yourself with are good people that want to help you and want to spend time with you, and just for you, not because of what you can bring to them, because they want to spend time with you. You've also got here the element of spirit and ceremony. Celebrate your life every day. You are so important. Exactly. I know, make your coffee in a ceremonious way, in a beautiful mug or whatever you want, whatever makes you feel good to start that day. Stir it in a certain way. Put your good intentions into it. When you're cooking, pretend you're making something amazing, even if it is just soup. There is a thing I've seen on Facebook that Andy has sent me before, and it said, if this isn't witchcraft, I don't know what it is. It's water with herbs and vegetables in, and we've cooked it up from a recipe and stuff. Is that's not witchcraft? I don't know what is. So it's just making every day your practice. An element of spirit. Create the space for your daily practice to reconnect with all, to reconnect with you. So you are going back to having to do that inner work, do that meditation. You might find there's a certain place you like to go. So with this card, you've got Knight of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Four of Wands. So we've got emotions. Enjoy emotions. Find things you like doing that light you up. With this teenage character, find the cup you like and have fun. And it's quite simple. Two of Pentacles, balance out that money. You've got enough. You have got enough to keep you going. It might be tight some occasions. You might be like, oh, I can't afford that, but I can afford this. Or I can't afford a 2 week holiday abroad and a night new car that I want. I might have to get a slightly smaller car and a 1 week holiday. It's all compromises on how to make things work. It's about that balance. You need that money to live off, but you still need to keep that little bit there to have fun as well. Or find ways that you can, it might be a picnic on the moors, it might be a picnic at the beach, something like you can do that's maybe not going to cost a lot of money, but you enjoy doing it. Got the Four of Wands here. Family celebrations. Maybe you have a wedding on the beach to go to. I don't know. But this card is like the marriage card or the family celebration card. So there is things to celebrate. So make sure you enjoy having fun when you do that. Timelines. Your ability to move freely through all timelines and dimensions with ease and grace heals, remembers, and holds space. So they say that certain people can jump timelines. So you can jump, like if you have a career timeline where you're working on something, sometimes people can jump forward on that career path and move forward so that they are a bit further, they've progressed a bit further than they would have thought they have. So at the Page of Swords here, the Chariot and the Hierophant, you are connection to spirit. You don't need back here. You are that connection to spirit. You don't need someone else to come in and tell you how to do it. But you need to find out what are your rules and how do you work with spirit? Not what other people are telling you. What are your rules? How are you working? Your spirituality is yours. And yes, you can come together with other people and ask questions and find ways to get help from them. But your spirituality is yours. And be curious with your ideas and how things work. There's one very simple thing that I saw on Facebook once, and then we tried it. I tried it with a couple of friends. Now we got some bubbles. You get your bubbles, it really works well if you go somewhere really pretty, like there's a church up at Brent or on Dartmoor, which is absolutely stunning, and it's you can see for miles around, and it's just blow bubbles up there. They go for miles. Or by the sea, wherever you want to, and you blow bubbles. You put the thing that you're worried about or you're concerned about in the bubble, and you watch it float away. It's quite good to do around full moon as well. If you like moon, full moon rituals, it's something quite nice and easy to do. But you can't be unhappy when you're blowing bubbles. It's something that you can think about. You put that thought, or you can put that thought or something in a rock and throw it in the sea or the water somewhere. It's just quite a fun thing to do. And with the chariot, yeah, make sure you're leading your spirituality and make sure you're jumping the timelines to where you want, you're putting yourself where you want to be with your timeline. So you're moving forwards in the way that you want to move, not in the way that others want you to move. And just do that. And it's quite important to make sure that it's on your conditions, not the other people's. Right, let's see what pieces of advice Spirit has for you for July to help you get through this. Oh, hello. That was quick. I'm sorry. That's quite a deep card. That card is, this deck is generally quite light-hearted, but this card really, like, it runs deep. There's always one card in the deck that normally if there's a card in the deck that I don't particularly like, it's because it runs deep and it strikes a chord with something. It goes, oh, I feel uncomfortable, but it's there to make sure you understand. So the Starseed deck, a Starseed is a person who reincarnates on Earth, and they do not originate from Earth. That one was jumping out. Oh, beautiful. Child of the cosmos. So you could be, there's Lyrian, Syrian, uh, oh, there's quite a few. There's different star seeds. There's loads of them. And you come here with a plan about what you're doing. You decide what you want. You pick everything, and then you're born and you forget everything. Let that one jump to. So it was your decision to come here and live this, which you might not want to hear, but that's apparently the theory. If you are going to Google star seeds, be aware you will go down a path and a rabbit hole, and you might never come out the other side. So just bear that in mind if you Google it. But it is really interesting if you like that type of thing and you think about maybe reincarnation or something. So we've got I'm sorry. Defenselessness, righting past wrongs, uprooting. So this can be. So it says we're living in divisive times. When we're hurt or triggered, we tend to see things as a personal attack rather than an opportunity for healing. If we find true peace and unity, we need to drop our defenses and see things outside of right and wrong. As souls, we intrinsically remember unity and yearn for it here on earth. Perhaps that's why it's so painful when we experience the opposite. But it's crucial to remember that when we can't simply bypass reality and pretend that unity, love, and forgiveness are here. So this could be to do with shadow work that you need to do on yourself, this spiral here going inwards. It's about dropping the ego. So when people hurt us, we tend to feel attacked, and we feel attacked because we feel personally they've done it to us. But what I would ask you to remember, which, yes, I know it's easy for me to say sat here looking at these cards when it's not being done to me, but the easiest thing you can remember is that person is not attacking you. They're treating you the way they're treating you because of their relationship with someone else. So in the book, the Four Agreements is do not take anything personally. And I say this is the embodiment of that. We've got Child of the Cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. It does. That's why you can jump timelines. This card is absolutely beautiful. Look at the colours. I really love these two decks together. All these colours, they really complement each other. How can you surrender more deeply to the intelligent flow of life? You need to connect spiritually. So you need to make that connection with spirit and just let the intelligence of the universe flow through you. And this might be through researching star seeds, it might be through past life regression, it could be through all sorts, but you need to just be open to dealing with what comes through, and just be prepared when you're doing your shadow work that sometimes things don't always sometimes things are difficult to deal with, but you have, like this tower, but you have to learn how to deal with it and move forwards. And after you've done it, you'd be like, yeah, that was rubbish, it was horrible, but I need to move forwards. And this time we've got wait, it's not time yet. Things are being woven. How can you slow down, be more patient, and wait? Sometimes we have to learn to be grateful for what we've got and where we are now. This doesn't mean that you have to be content with this forever, but you have to learn to be grateful and content with what you've got for the moment. Because until you are content with what you've got now, you're not going to actually be happy when you get anything else. You need to be grateful for having that roof over your head. You need to be grateful for having a car. To be grateful for having like friends around you that are supportive. Even if there's some annoying people around you as well, be grateful for the things you do have and focus on the positive, and then you can grow that further. Right, well I think that's it for your month of July. There's quite a lot came out of that. So please do let me know what you think. Let me know what's going on, and I'll be back again soon. I hope you have a magical day when you're listening to this, and I hope you have a magical month of July.